A Caitlin Clark reunion? For Kate Martin landing spots after Valkyries Waive guard, Martin was cut as Golden State finalizes its roster. The Valkyries announced Thursday that they waived fan-favorite third-year guard Kate Martin, their latest move in what's been a busy and somewhat head-scratching offseason. The Valkyries acquired Martin in the December 2024 expansion draft. She then averaged 6.2 points, 2.7 rebounds, and 1.0 assists in her one season with the team. Prior to that, she spent 1 year with the Aces, for whom she appeared in 34 games and started 2. Martin is an Iowa export and previously played on the same college team as WNBA star Caitlin Clark. The pair were also selected in the same draft, though Martin was a second-round pick and Clark the number 1 selection by the Fever. As for the possible rationale behind the team's decision, Martin is currently rehabbing from a grade 2 quad strain, which may or may not have influenced things. On May 5th, the team informed reporters that the guard had been progressing well and would continue to be evaluated on a day-to-day basis. Teams around the league are currently finalizing their rosters for the May 7th deadline and now have 48 hours to claim Martin on waivers. Below, we take a look at a few of the best possible landing spots for the former Hawkeye. Best Kate Martin landing spots. The most obvious spot for Martin to land is with the Fever, where she could reunite with a college teammate in Clark. The team has an open development contract spot that it could use to sign her. But the Aces, however, could use Martin to add some additional reinforcements at the guard position after losing second-year player Aliyah Nye to the tempo in this year's expansion draft. Martin is also already familiar with the team, which would make adapting much easier, and it's not like the franchise willingly parted with her last time, either. This option feels like a win for all parties. Considering she is already located in the Pacific Northwest, the Fire could be a great landing spot for Martin, too. She would bring a somewhat stabilizing presence to the fledgling Portland team, considering her experience playing for an expansion franchise in its inaugural year. And finally, it is also possible that Martin returns to the Valkyries, but on a development contract instead. The 2026 WNBA season kicks off Friday, May 8th. Valkyries' questionable moves. From a team-building perspective, Golden State has had quite an interesting few weeks. For starters, the team selected LSU standout Flau'jae Johnson with the number 8 pick in the WNBA draft, only to send her to Seattle in exchange for number 16 pick Marta Suarez and a future second-round selection. Even more curiously, the team then waived Suarez this past weekend, which means they gave up Johnson for almost nothing. General Manager Ohima Nainen later clarified that the trade initially had nothing to do with the athletes attached. The format was simply an option the Valkyries had explored, then later decided to execute on, given the cap implications. Still, it all seems a bit wild. At the same time that they waived Suarez, the Valkyries also waived Mariela Fasula, Ashlon Jackson, Jacqueline Mwantanda, Mila Soa, and Kate Reese.